Finally, after 2 weeks of staleness, I get a chapter that gets me all excited. Notice I said I, not you. Just talking for myself here. Chapter starts with the matchup of Butsama Senju in one corner, along with his son, Tobirama Senju, and in the other corner, we have Tajima Uchiha with little Sasuke. And the fight gets cut short because the parents decide to be douchebags and aim to kill their opponent's son. But I did love that panel of the two rocks coming in. One blocks the kunai, one blocks the sword. You know, Hashirama and Madara doing their thing to protect their brothers. It kind of reminded me of the quote from Zetsu during the Itachi and Sasuke fight about a noob with a kunai is less dangerous than a pro with a rock. In other words, if you throw a kunai like a bitch, you're gonna get blocked by a rock. So there's no fight after all, what a surprise. And Madara just comes to the realization that all the shit that he and Hashirama had been talking about for the past 2 chapters was just wishful thinking. Really idealist bullshit. And here's the thing though, I like the fact that Madara acknowledges that Hashirama is actually stronger than him, and he's public about this. It's not like Sasuke where he keeps it bottled up and shit. No, he's publicly admitting, no, if we get in a fight, if it's 3-on-3, we're gonna lose. So in order to avoid getting Hashirama's rock up his ass, Madara starts talking about the dynamics between the Senju and the Uchiha, how they're destined to fight each other, how a lot of blood's been spilt. Specifically, he cites, his brothers dying at the hands of the Senju. And he activates his Sharingan, which I guess makes sense because he is getting kind of emotional there. After this moment, whenever we meet again, I will call you Romeo Senju and you will call me Madara Capulet. I'm going to read you the narration. I believe it's from Hashirama. He says, from that moment forward, the friend who you'd shared so many moments with was dead to him. Wow. What a shitty-ass way of ruining a friendship. It's like you protected your brother with a rock, I protected my brother with a rock, but now I hate you. So they grow old and shit, constantly fighting with each other, like an old couple. And eventually, Tobirama fatally wounds Izuna. And, by the way, Hashirama's still stuck on the whole peace thing, so he's constantly offering Madara the opportunity, to engage in a truce. He's like, hey, man, we don't have to do this, yada, yada, yada. If we unify our clans, since we're the 2 most powerful clans, nobody will ever, stand up against us, and we can have peace. Madara's like, fuck no, so he takes Izuna with him. Poof. And some Uchihas, believe it or not, start leaving the Uchiha clan because they're like, yeah, we can't win this. We're pretty weak in comparison to the Senju, so they go knocking on Senju clan's door. And of course, this serves the purpose of pissing off Madara more. And then eventually he comes back with EMS. And I, for one, cannot believe that they skipped Izuna's death scene. What the fuck? Okay, last couple of chapters, you showed Madara peeing, then you had 2 little kids playing with pebbles on a river, and not even one panel of Izuna's death. I mean, I'm just saying this because I feel like it was a missed opportunity for Madara character development. And then we get this supposedly 24-hour fight at the end, okay? And as I'm reading this, I'm just thinking, when the fuck did this happen? Seriously, is it the Valley of the End fight? I don't think so, right? Even though I can see the waterfall there in one of those panels. Another thing I'm thinking is, okay, where's Mito Uzumaki? She wasn't introduced, and she's a very important part of this historic period. She's the Jinchuriki for the Nine Tails. Speaking of which, where the hell is the Nine Tails? Also, the concept of Hokage has not been introduced, nor has the foundation of Konoha. So yeah, I think this is an earlier fight. If it's obvious, then I apologize. But I would have personally, I would have appreciated some context in terms of when this was happening. And I can't believe, yo man, just stop, the homosexual subtext is undeniable at this point. Holy shit. Tobirama wants to end Madara's life because he lost, okay? He's about to do this, and Hashirama looks at him you bet, I dare you, I double dare you to touch one hair on his body. So it's not even a hair on his head, no, just touch a pube and you will suffer my wrath, brother. I'm okay, okay, no homo written in neon fucking letters, alright? Calm down. The worst part is, it's not me trying to make a joke out of it. It's really not. Not anymore, okay? It's just me pointing it out, okay? Because it's undeniable at this point. Irrefutable. There is a homosexual subtext in this story. Sorry I couldn't get the other 2 comments in there, but the chapter came out early and it messed up my schedule. Anyway, the chapter ends with pretty much an ultimatum by Madara, because Hashirama wants to get back his trust. Again. no homo. Madara's ultimatum is either kill your brother with your own hands, or kill yourself. Now, does that mean that Madara was the one who actually ended up killing Izuna to put him out of his misery? It's kind of funny that Madara's the one who lost, and yet he's the one calling the shots, you know? Any normal person in Hashirama's shoes would have been like, no, you're on the floor, okay, you lost, you don't get to tell me what to do. Oh, by the way, not even your own clan likes you. But I guess Madara's ultimatum, what it did end up giving us as fans is, you know, the offering of the question about, did Hashirama end up killing himself? That's a thought-provoking question that I think the chapter offers, and I think it offers it quite neatly. So I'm going to give it a good. There you go. Good chapter. It has its flaws, you know, specifically the whole skipping of Izuna's death. But whatever. I mean, if it wasn't there, I guess it wasn't that important to begin with, unless you count the activation of EMS, which we did see. So whatever. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. Comment, rate,